So we're just back, waiting for the two teams to Barham won the last end, so we've got the Gunbower team are leading 25-14, and in our other match, which is the Barham 2 versus Barham 3, the Barham 2 side have got a 22-15 lead over the number 3 side. So Karen's first bowl, a little bit through. So the conditions at Club Barham, it's quite windy outside. It's getting a little bit stronger, a bit more gusty too. But so the bowls might get affected this end of the green. Bit of an open area just behind us with the car park, but further you go down, the less you'll cop. So. Yep, so really good adjustment by Karen. Yep, be happy with that. Jeanette just got caught on the wide side. Probably find that a little bit in this, the way the wind is currently. It's just blowing sort of across the green. Steve Lang's just first bowl, a little bit short. Tony Williams from Gunbower, he'll play predominantly that forehand side, I would imagine. He has. Yeah, good effort. Steve again on his backhand side. Yeah, great bowl. Actually, bit stiff. Got the wrong bowl. Yep. Tony's second bowl. Now holding 2. Carol's called Heather. Imagine it'll be her backhand. Got a little bump. Straighten the bowl up a bit. As we were saying earlier, you did a little bit of noise still going on around. There's some minor works to finish off the second green here. And Kendall was just saying before she had heard that they were hoping to have it completed by Friday to be opened up for the weekend's bowls. So, yeah, looking forward to that. So Heather Lodge again, Barham's third. Just a little bit wide. That was the shot that she'd been asked to play, try to play through the 2-shot bowls. Just got a little bit wide and it's run sort of back into the 2 metre mark. So Peter Coates. Peter's opted to just come down on his forehand. Yeah, good home. A little bit of protection at the back in case Carroll decides to have a run at it. Kendall just decided that she'd sample the delicatessen food. Nod of approval. So Carol will be playing her forehand side, looking to reach the shot bowls. She's not far away. Just great effort. Perhaps just a little bit of an adjustment in weight. Maybe another foot, 2 foot of 2 foot of weight, and she won't be far off getting a result. Whereas John, he's played the same side and he's just looking to draw another one. Currently holding 2. Great effort. So Heather's suggested to change hands. Carol's switched to the backhand side. Played it with a bit extra weight. Yeah. Not an easy shot to change like that. It was just a little bit. Probably thought she had to go under the front bowl, and that tends to make you play that little bit too narrow. John's got a bit of a free hit here at a great weight. Just running through. So another couple of shots to the Gambia side. They'll skip to a 14-5 lead. Score doesn't indicate the game. That actually hasn't been too bad. So even though it looks a big gap, Carol's team, they can just hang in there and things can turn around really quick. So on the other rink, unfortunately I didn't have time to get all the players' names, but Gunbow got off to a good start, but the Barham side's pegged them back and it's currently 13 all, so we've now got a contest. So just a little piece of great sportsmanship just then between the two skippers. Technically, by the rule, it should have been Kitty should have been returned, but they both agreed to just play the end as required. And a real good start. Jeanette, 8 bowl. Karen stays forehand. Yep, good effort. A little bit overweight. Great line. Probably, yeah, stayed a little bit wide. Karen just looking to just take a little bit of weight off. And she's done a great job. Good correction. As we were saying before, one of the one of the hardest things sometimes is the correction, either with your weight or your line, and it's not hard to overcorrect. So Tony Williams, the gun bearer, he's just bowled a really good bowl for shot. Steve will follow him down, same hand. I think Carol's interested in this one. Ah, great effort. Very good bowl. Tony Williams for Gumbow. He's probably looking to just push the ball through, but just got under line a little bit. Another good effort from Steve. Just a little bit tight with his line. Weight wasn't too bad. Peter Coates will follow him down on the backhand side. Again, looking to just sit the shot bowl or trail the kitty, and got it perfect. Carol's just asking Heather to perhaps look at switching it over onto the forehand side. She's got her own Karen's bowl on the way in. She can just, it's on the running surface, so it's standing up in line to go towards the kitty. Or if she's just around it, she'll look to sit the red bowl. Oh, good effort. Probably a metre of weight, just too much. Peter looking to replicate his last shot. Not far away, just perhaps a little bit wider this time. Good aim though. They're going to have a change. Carol asking Heather to just turn the ball over. Again, still looking a little trial or sit the ball. Weighted good, but just too wide. So with the new complex, with the second green hopefully being opened up this weekend, we've got another carnival coming up around the middle of November, I think. Around somewhere around the 11th to the 14th, there's a bowls carnival, and yeah, with the complex the way it's going to be, it'll be yeah, the bowlers will love it. John just a little bit over. He's just trying to sit the blue bowl just behind. Carol's going to try the same shot. Probably didn't come out as good as she'd like it. So Carol's using a bowling arm, and when the ball doesn't release at the right time, that's what we call just doesn't come out quite how you want it to be. We'll try it.
You've been summoned. While Matt's been summoned, I'll have a chat. We'll wait for the score to update. It's 18 Barham and 24 Gunbower. And we'll be up to 24th end, I think. Oh. We are experimenting with our streaming kit today. Oh. The top. Right at the top. That'll make things very interesting. So the mat's back and the kitty's at the top. Oh, it's a pretty good bowl. But I'm lucky to have Wednesdays off. And I didn't realise that bowls were played on Wednesdays. I thought they were only played on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So then we realised something to do. Get the kid out and share some sporting love. And I actually got my university degree on Monday, and I was coming out for lunch, basically, in celebration. It's been a mighty task. So just directing to come on. That's all right. Mr. Matt's back.
Just a little technical issue at home or on one of the building sites.
Whoops.
Nah, it's all sorted. Got the right sort of people involved.
You know when they ring twice, it's urgent.
Well, lucky you heard it because I didn't even hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's good.
That's good.
So part of my employment when I'm fit is we do a bit of project management, and one of the jobs that we're doing at the moment is a new preschool.
Oh,
Tulibuck.
Yeah.
Started this morning. Well, it started a while back, but
the concrete looks good.
It's good. The walls start standing today. Local.
Wow.
The preschool they're wrapped. Anyway, one of the bits of equipment that they needed just happens to be in my bag in my car.
Oh.
Oh. It's all right. I'm lucky. I think my boss is my son-in-law, and he doesn't get
flustered.
Not really.
No.
So.
Oh, you driving to Tulibuck after this, mate?
I've got a quick trip. It's all good.
Well, that'll be all right, because we'll be paying 25 M's.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, they play 21 for these.
Yeah.
So in local competition, so I've always been with Murray Valley.
Yep.
And then we've got Northern District, Sunraysia and Tyrrell. That's the 4 area regions that we've got.
Yep.
Makes up the Murray Valley. And with Northern District, I'm pretty sure they play 21 ends, 25 for what's called now the Northern Mallee. So the Northern Mallee's made up of 2 teams from Murray Valley and 4 teams from Northern District, which that's classed as the Divi 1.
Yep.
And so with that, it's sort of changed the way that the bowls has been played. We've got some playing 21 ends, some playing 25, and it does get a bit confusing, believe me.
Oh, so that's the total end?
Yes, total end. So what?
Right. I thought we were nearly finished. I was like, what did we have a break if we were nearly finished? No, so we're at 12 ends.
Yeah.
Right. 12 ends a game.
So it'll be 41 ends.
Yep.
Sorry, 42 ends.
42. That's all right. I knew what you meant.
I did. Well, I did go to school for a while. Not long.
No. I didn't want to work, so I stayed at school.
Yeah, well. So back into the team. That Heather has been very consistent.
And the head's rather spread out.
Yeah, it is spread out. And again, I just while I was just out there, the changing to a short end, short to long, is probably one of the hardest ones to adjust to. So John will be looking to run through the head a little bit.
Need to come over a little bit.
Yeah. So Carol's she's going to draw down on the forehand side. Again, there's that shot that, even though it doesn't look good, it actually gets in John's eye. So he's got to make a call. He's going to either play under it, which he should be, and brilliant.
Wow. the hands on hips bugger.
Heather just signalled that, yeah, she didn't want him to do that. So she's actually asking for Carol to play on her backhand, playing a little bit of a tight line to try and sit the 2 red bowls.
Oh.
That is that
Oh.
brilliant and a great call.
Wow.
So a lot of bowlers would think, oh well, I need to draw down to those red bowls, but she could see that if she came under the bowls that were short, that the bowl would draw into the red bowls, and that's exactly how it turned out.
Wow.
As I said before, Carol and Heather actually been a pretty good combination, and it's, you know, you look at the scoreboard and you think, oh no, they're getting beaten pretty easy, but it's been good. Don't think the score indicates the actual game. So again,
Another short end.
yep, Barham have chosen to stay at the shorter length. Just Karen's played the forehand side, run through probably 6 feet, a couple of metres, but Jeanette's followed it down and she's done virtually exactly the same. And the biggest thing here, this is one of the shortest ends we've played. And again, like I said before, it might take a little bit to get the adjustment right. And that's a good adjustment, a little bit wide, but it's still a good bowl. So Jeanette's is just a little bit wobbly coming out of the hand, and
But,
bad luck's a call.
but it could be a blocker.
Well, yeah.
That's. I don't think after learning how to score, I don't think there is no bad luck bowl. Unless
Well,
you go into dip.
as a bowler, you say it's a bad luck bowl.
Oh, okay.
So then it's not, you know, you didn't bowl it bad. It's just a bad luck.
Yep.
Tony's far away. Yep. John signals that he's now got shot. Steve's going to play his backhand. Good try. Yeah, that's very good. As a bowler, you're always hoping that your both bowls are in the count. The way Heather's been playing, you would think that this is just an easy one for her. Give it a chance, just a little bit wide. Coats for Gumbauer. They're sneaking this one down. Yeah, he's in. Three to Gunbower. Heather's actually got a really good delivery with the bowling arm. Great effort. Just a little bit short. We were talking last time we did a commentary how the bowling arm has actually helped not only older people but people that have got disabilities or, you know, injuries or, you know, different parts. The bowling arm actually allows them to play because they don't have to bend over. Previously having surgery, I had to start using a bowling arm. It was originally described as a cheat stick because everyone thought they were so easy to use, but yeah.
They're not.
No.
And there's different types too, isn't
Yep.
there, that have with the release.
Yep.
Of, yeah.
Button release, hand release. So the most common one at the moment is what they call a hacksaw.
Yep.
And
it looks like a hacksaw?
Yeah. Well, you see the two girls, so Carol and Heather are both using them. And as you look across the rink, there's probably half a dozen people, and most of them have got the hacksaw design. And as I said, it's certainly made it better for people that have got, you know,
ailments.
Yeah, yep. I mean, like a new player like you that's had knee surgery, stuff like that. Well, it gives you an opportunity to play.
Yeah, and that's what it's all. Oh wow, that's what it's all about. I think with the COVID, like all sports have had to reset, and we just want participation. Like
Totally. One of the things that, like, even back in the COVID, you know, there were people that were cooped up. You weren't allowed to go anywhere. You weren't allowed to do. It actually was pretty harsh for people with a little bit of mental anguish.
Yeah,
you know.
And that's what I mean. I was a friend and I had I can't say what we call the tour.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Something to do with X's and so long.
Okay.
And we were going over to England for 2 weeks, and we were 5 days from flying out. And Mr. Morrison got up
that's
and
a great effort again.
Well, yeah, Mr. Morrison said no unnecessary travel. So I've gone from being locked up into the house due to mental illness to back in the house because of COVID.
Yeah.
And that's where the screaming come in, because I was able to get out and cover some sport because they only allow one parent in.
Yep.
Which is very hard for, you know, parents want to see their kids play sport.
Well, I mean, again, like we're talking about participation. It doesn't matter whether you're participating, you're watching, whatever it might be. For the health of people, this is what it's all about.
Yeah, like even if you're scoring or sitting and hanging with, like, yeah, you can be the support crew. You don't have to be a player. Just come out and enjoy some sport.
So we see here where John, if you look at the head, he's wondering whether he can draw to the blue bowl sort of at the 3 o'clock position, or he may, I can't see how he would go the other way because he would only knock Carol's bowl in. So he's got 2 red bowls and he's got the blue bowl, and he'd be trying to reach forehand side.
Technical bowl. Oh, see?
See, there's that blocker. The famous blocker. It can be unintentional.
But always intentional. It was planned to be.
It is if you bowl it. If you're the opposition, it's unintentional. Nah. Yeah.
Right.
So, Carol's bowl, her second bowl, she's just missed.
Just a bit short.
Yeah.
What is it? You couldn't put a pension card in between them.
Something like that. A whisker it is.
Whisker. I love
Yeah.
that film though, Crackerjack. I love that film. I love that film.
Yeah.
Actually went to the bowling club over in Cora before it closed because that's where they film most
Yep.
of it.
Yep.
And it's now a council building,
Okay.
but I had to go there because it was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
No, it is interesting too. Like, I mean, you know, people made light of that particular film, but
yeah.
if you sit and watch our standard bowls all the time,
Oh,
you'll die laughing. Some of the sayings that you hear might sometimes you think you better press the button and mute that one, but it's quite comical.
I think it's just everyone having sharing the same interest.
Yeah.
So there's another short end.
Yep.
Is that because of the bowling arm, or just that it's
look,
more technical?
One of the things that I think it's a myth that people that use a bowling arm prefer to play long ends because it's easier. And I know myself, I struggle to play a long end, or not so much on faster greens, but in general. Whereas a short end, which takes a little bit more finesse, I actually find it easier. So, but I might be one of a minority.
Yeah.
A guy, Josh Thornton, who has just recently competed at the Para Games up at Broadbeach. His disability, he prefers to play short ends
Okay.
as a go-to, but he can play short, long, doesn't matter. You know, you'll watch Saturday if we do the game, Brodie Harker.
Yep.
You know, if one of their players is good on a short end and the other three are long ends, well, they'll prefer to play long ends. So it's just a preference.
And I've seen them come in, and it's like they're 10-pin bowling.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, absolutely.
bang.
Oh. Well, we just watched a recent game that was up at Broadbeach, or Tweed Heads it might have been, with the Flapper boys, like Anthony and Matty Flapper. And when they drive, everyone you get off the green because you're not sure what's going to happen. But they have days where they just don't miss. So
Yep.
my go-to, I still think a good draw bowler is the one that you want in your side.
Yep.
So that shorter end, you can see how the bowls are a bit more scattered again.
And also, if you're not used to playing on the turf.
Yeah.
Carpet.
And that's one of the major things too. Like you see with grass, so on the grass greens, you get a lot more variant. So you'll either have a really quick grass green, or you'll have what they call a holding slower green. Whereas when you play on the carpet, you generally find that it stays the same most of the time. You know,
Yep. It's consistent.
we talk about the average speed. So from when the bowler lets it go to where the kitty is, you're looking at that 15 seconds for the bowl to get there, 14 and a half. If it gets up around the 16 and 17 seconds, it becomes harder.
Yep.
So when you're bowling on synthetic or carpet, you tend to find that if it starts at 14 and a half, it'll stay around that. Oh, great bowl there, Peter Coates. So, but as we were saying earlier, there's a preference of some bowlers would prefer the grass, some bowlers prefer this. And then your elite bowlers, well, it doesn't.
They don't.
Nah.
They just want to play.
Yep. They'll just play whatever's required. Yeah, there's just a a little bit too far through. Peter's definitely holding shot. Far away again. Gets around that front bowl. Oh, what a bowl.
Oh, yes.
What a bowl.
In between the two red ones is the call.
Yep. Not an easy shot though, because she's got to play with enough speed to just get around the front blue bowl. And like we were saying earlier, that when there's a bowl in your eye to the line that you're trying to go to the two shot bowl, just forces you to either go wide or go narrow, because you don't want to run into it. And the other thing is on the synthetic, if in this case, if Carol was to come down and touch the bowl or the kitty actually rolls quite a distance. So you bring the back bowls in, the two behind, the blue and then the grey coloured one, or purple, whatever it is.
Yep, I see, yeah.
So that's the idea. So whereas John, he's trying to draw just around, so he'll try and just get past the two pink red bowls, which he's done.
Wow.
Yep. So that's that strategic plan you were talking about before. He's already got two, so he doesn't want to let them get, if that kitty moves.
So it's at the back just in
Yep.
case that's what they're trying to do.
And that's exactly why.
Yep, that's why he put it where it was. Yep.
So now he'd be just trying to draw past the front two bowls. And there you go. So that's actually, to me, that's nearly the perfect bowl. If Carol plays it and flicks that kitty sideways, he's got it covered. Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't got a signal yet. I missed the first bowl, so I'm not sure whether that... Three, yep. So Carol had that blue bowl behind the head, which is what she was trying to get the kitty back to.
Yep.
So again, as we talked about earlier, how the scores can change really quickly. So on this one, you know, the
16, is that updated, or no, he's doing it now, sorry, yeah.
So I think they might be having a bit of trouble.
With the batteries or something?
Don't know.
No.
And there you go. So as they put with the scoring the way it is here, they put it onto their rink scoreboard, and that tallies up on the big scoreboard as a
automatic jobby,
which is good.
There's another scoreboard for the other end as well, so they sort of duplicated what they've got here for the second ring.
Yeah.
Which is just fantastic.
That's a great start. See, they lengthen the end out a bit. Jeanette straight onto it. A little bit overweight from Karen there. So across on rink 5 and 6, the Barham 2 side. They've got a 7-shot lead over the 2 rinks, 30 to 23 after 30 ends. Yeah, that's really good bowling from Jeanette.
Oh, as you said, that could be a blocker as well. Of
Yeah.
Views, like to show our audience the 2 closest bowls. There we go.
One of the things that you'll find, if you look across when every bowler bowls, everyone's got a different way of delivering the bowl. And we were talking about, good bowl again there from Tony Williams. We talk about with delivery, there's so many different variants of it, but one of the ones that people have to use is what they call a fixed stance.
Yep.
Because of, that's where the bowling arm really helps.
Yeah, because it's like with anything, you follow through.
Momentum.
Yeah.
Yep. Whereas a fixed stance, like we got one of our best lady bowlers is actually currently, she's got to use a fixed stance, and she even said the other day, she's going to try the bowling arm just until she recovers, and it's true.
Yep.
Your body movement, whether it be bowls, tennis, cricket, whatever it is, that's the main part.
It's coming in.
Just.
Oh, I thought he was going to hit that.
So that's what we call the weighted shot.
Okay.
The weighted shot's to reach the head, because you've got 3 bowls to sit on.
Yeah.
And if you bowl short, it's really a waste.
Oh, so
yeah.
put it in a ditch.
Yes. So if you want to try and put it in the ditch, you play a weighted shot. That's a very good bowl.
Oh.
They're holding 2, and he's got the back of bowl. So you see Carol there calling for Heather to make sure she reaches. That's a.
And is there different lengths of the bowling arm? Or
Yep. So she's played this pretty well.
Oh.
So one of the things that was said the other day, there's 3 L's in bowls. There's line, length, and luck. That one there, she had the line and the length. No luck. So the bowling arms, all I know is with the hacksaw, and this is a good bowl coming again. Peter's bowling really well at the moment. So there's a small, medium, and large.
Yep.
I think there's an extra large, but a really tall person, they can get an extension on the bowling arm. I've only seen one. A few years back, guys that had different bowling arms made adjustments to them.
Yep, as you do.
But you're actually not. You're meant to use a standard. You're not allowed to add anything to it.
I mean, you can't make it an extra small.
No, but they do.
Yeah.
So in a recent bowling competition, there was a guy, I reckon he might have been from South Australia. His bowling arm would only be a foot long.
Okay.
But he's won. He can actually bend.
Yep.
So he hasn't got a crook back. It's his shoulders that he's got to use a bowling arm for.
Right. Yep. That's what I mean. Like if you can adjust it to your
Yes,
like,
and it, yep,
yeah, it
yep.
works. It works. Like
Well, I would imagine that even cricket bats, they'd have them modified. You know, they don't want them with a long handle.
yeah,
Don't
well,
know.
they've got specialised ones because there's a kid, Max Scholar. He's possibly he plays for the VFL team for Geelong, the
Yeah,
Hoops,
yep.
with the good old his sister as
He's a
well,
great bowler here.
and he's 6
Oh,
foot and you
yeah.
can't get a bigger bat.
No.
He's yeah, and he's only a teenager, hasn't finished growing, so
Oh, well, you hear people getting golf sticks cut down,
yeah,
bowling arm, but Bowls Australia brought in a well, it's a
a
stand.
guide,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a standard, I think.
yeah,
So that, but it's like anything. If people find a way to,
be in the grey area,
is that what it's called?
yeah.
So see,
That's weighted as well.
yeah, Carol's played that with the perfect weight for what she wants, but just too wide. So you go too wide, the bowl won't draw back
Yep,
if you've got weight on it.
yep,
So the bias of the bowl, generally as it slows down, it turns.
yes.
So if you go a little bit too hard, and you know, like John's got another great bowl here.
Beautiful. Nice level with his one here.
So what Heather's asking for there now is she wants her to reach to those two bowls
Yep.
and let her bowl just stay. Don't think she's just not quite enough weight. Yeah, that's disappointing for the Barham side. That's nearly 2 handfuls.
Oh,
I reckon it could have been nearly a 7.
I think that's what he signalled.
So in Pennant, if they score an 8, they get what they call a pin for a score of 8.
Yep.
It doesn't happen very often. So as I like in that last end, Carol and Heather both playing weighted shots, but that's the problem if you miss.
Yep.
So Jeanette started off just 18 inches short. Karen's going to follow her down. Good try. Yeah.
Oh.
Very close. Good ball. Yeah, just not quite. So Steve comes down on his forehand. He'll be looking to just draw to it, draw to the shot bowl, which is their bowl anyway. Yeah, 2 foot away. He's right on it. Tony just taking the weight off on that one. Just not quite reaching. Heather looking to, she'll play forehand, I would imagine. Just little run and bump. Peter forehand. Yeah.
Oh, so that's hit the kitty.
Yeah, that's the run and bump one. That you're not actually drawing to the kitty, you're trying to run the kitty back. So
Does he get the spray out for that?
no, because it wasn't his bowl that actually made contact. It was he pushed the other bowl onto the kitty.
Yep.
So like I said before, though, Carol's team, they've played really well. They've just, and you've got to have luck.
Yeah.
If you don't have luck, they'll probably look at it and think, oh, we're getting thrashed, but they're not.
No.
They should be, that just a little bit overweight.
It's so many sports where the score doesn't reflect the match.
Oh.
Yeah.
We've all been through, like you can have a really good game and still get beaten. Doesn't matter whether it's, bowls, footy, everything.
But the days actually turned out quite good.
Oh, it's beautiful now.
I thought we were going to get rain and we'd be the only bowls being played today.
Yeah, no.
So it's turned out rather good.
As I was driving across, it was skiffy rain.
Yep.
But yeah, certainly even the windscreen wipers didn't really need to be used. So now,
you wouldn't even
paradise.
Yeah, it's like after a frost.
Yeah, true.
Good day. But Adelaide's getting hammered.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So the forecast was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that we were going to get rain. So we got a big shower last night, and I noticed. Yeah, good try. I noticed that the rain obviously affected the Murray Downs greens because they weren't opening up until after lunch, and normally,
Oh, okay.
normally the Graham Cox, the greenkeeper there, would have them,
Pristine.
well, you got to see them to believe it. We even have people say, like, are they synthetic?
No.
They're grass, but they're that good.
And that's the greenskeeper, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's the same with the guy. I name sort of left me a bit. The Kerrang bowling green.
Oh, they were always doing something there.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Always doing something.
Well, I reckon they're probably two of the best grass greens, definitely in Victoria.
Yep.
And you go a long way to see better.
Yep. Come on.
Good luck. Yep, only one. Again, they just Gunbow get the score, but it's still close. On the other rink, we've got Barham are 18-17 up, so.
Yes, overall, Barham are 24 and Gunbow are 44.
Yeah.
It's good day for a roll.
Yeah. Jeanette just a little bit wide. Good ball by Karen. That's a great correction. Well done. And not to be outdone, Karen's drawn the absolute. Tony back in. A little bit wide. He'd be just looking to trail that kitty through. Whereas Steve probably imagine he's playing his backhand, which he is. Oh, great effort. Oh, from Tony. Perfect weight, just a little bit under line. We'll call that one the blocker.
Yep. Like, is there a time limit?
No, no.
When you bowl? Oh, right. So
Oh, they
in
do have
rest-
competitions where it is, but in our what we just call our local pennant, it's open slather.
Oh,
Some cheering going on over the road there. The grudge match.
Barham versus Barham.
Yeah. Haven't seen anyone heavily tackle, so it's
It's a good one.
so Heather will play backhand, just looking to try and put another one in the head. Currently Gunbear have got what they call 2 seconds. That's a really good spot. Peter's playing with the weight to try and knock the shot bowl out. They had their 2 seconds, they've still got 2 seconds. Yeah, very good effort. John again, backhand side. Just hoping to get past that front bowl. There's your famous blocker again. Comes in handy.
oh.
Just a little bit underweight.
The blocker.
Yeah, so Carol really, yeah,
To make a shirt, you know,
Block it.
I bowl the perfect blocker.
Yeah. So Heather's just asked Carol to turn a bowl over to play the forehand side, and she'll be looking, still trying to draw, but she can just sit. Had a perfect line too. Bad luck. Another score to the Barham team. Well done.
Well done. That's good.
Karen's first bowl, forehand again. Good start. Just a little wider than she probably wanted. Weight pretty good. Jeanette's going to follow it in. Yeah, good effort again. Two leads have had a pretty good contest actually. It's you mightn't think it's brilliant bowls, but you really only got to beat your opposition. So
Well, it's better than my bowling. I've bowled a kitty, and that's it.
you haven't actually had a crack at the.
No,
Okay.
I bowled a kitty to see what it was like to bowl it across the here, see what the speed the carpet was. But I haven't actually had a bowl.
You didn't get booked for speeding, or
No. It was good. Went on the
went on the green bit.
Yeah, stayed on the green bit.
Good work. That's a great bowl. Steve, just little trail of the kitty, but just didn't quite stay with it. Tony, he'll play the backhand side looking to rest that shot bowl. Not going to be far away.
Oh.
Really good effort. So straight away, Steve, he's going to turn over and play his backhand. So Tony, John just asking Peter to try and draw around that shorter bowl, says it's not in the way. A little bit overweight.
Oh, in the ditch.
Dead. Heather forehand side. Pretty good weight.
Very close.
Little leg glance, I think they call that in cricket, don't they?
Not Sure.
Oh. Well, she just got a little slide off the bowl, so if it's the opposition, you say it's a wick. If you do it, it's a slide. So you've got to play. That's that reach the head.
Yep.
Try and disturb the shot bowl. Very hard to outdraw that. Pretty good again.
Come on. Got the hold your horses.
See, I actually call that a good bowl though, because she's not short. She just gives it a chance.
Yep.
Just passed, so you'll hear quite a few people say, you know, if you get one on and one behind, you've well and truly done your job. Look at this. Out goes the kitty.
Oh.
And guess where it went to? Straight back to Heather's bowl. You know, that.
Yeah, that's
Well, that's your strategic plan. If she had been short, chances are the kitty goes back, the opposition bowl behind becomes shot. So,
yep.
you know. Makes it a little bit hard for John to get to that bowl now too, because he's got everything in front.
Yeah.
You know.
Very interesting.
We'll see how good he is.
Hear the gears cranking.
Whereas with Carol, she'll play forehand, and her probably just a little bit underweight, but her idea would have been to try and get. See, would have been tactical, but.
Yep. The blocker.
Well, yeah, could be, but
Can't see
see,
it from there and
John can actually draw around those front bowls and still get shot. Just overweight, or is he? There you go.
oh wow.
So he's back to one. So it's a good bowl. But you can see where Heather's just signaling to Carol. She just wants to draw around that bowl at about the, 4 or 5 o'clock.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Brilliant.
A lot of tactics going on there. Oh.
Here we go.
Here we go. No, he's going to have a go. First one for today. Go. Oh!
And what's
now
happened?
try to score that
Well,
one.
actually, no. So his bowl's gone in the ditch, so it's live. Then they got the red bowl, which is the second shot. That is a really, see, that's that one where that's a shame. Shame for the girls because they had it covered, and he's played the perfect bowl. So, like you said, that's probably the first aggressive bowl we've actually seen.
Yeah, that's.
he'll want to see that in the replay later on, I reckon.
Exactly.
And the girls won't want to watch it. Bad luck.
Yeah, you're going good. It just, yeah, the luck.
It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I always tell a story. When I was young, I was playing a game of tennis, and I could play. I wasn't that good, but I could play. I played against a guy, and I actually played the best game of tennis I'd ever played. But I come up against a bloke called Gary Page, and he was unbelievable. So like I said before, you can play as good as you can possibly play, but someone's only got to play a little bit better.
Yeah.
And that's pretty well what's happening to the Barham side today, I think. Gunbear have just been that little bit.
They're still recovering from the Gunbow Cup, you know. They might
Are
have
they?
Yeah.
Celebrations?
Celebrations. I think it was 2 weeks last weekend.
Righto.
Usually a good day there at the Cup.
Well, was Menangatang last weekend?
I think it's today, isn't it? Oh, no, it was last weekend because cricket's this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that it's not Saturday. I'm not usually out and about on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
There was a rumour at the cricket that that was why cricket didn't start last weekend.
Oh.
Because of the Menangatang races.
Okay.
Which is, you got to go to Menangatang races.
Yeah, well, I do know a couple of our better bowlers chose to go to the races.
Yeah.
Being old school, that would be snarled at.
Bowls is first.
Anyway, that's not the case anymore.
No.
So good luck to.
Yeah, then, so that must have been Gunbow, must have been a weekend before.
Okay. Yeah, good effort, Steve. Just a couple of feet through. Tony will be following down, I would imagine. So a couple of blockers there for you.
Yep. Make things very interesting.
Cover all bases. Steve hoping to be just around that.
Slow.
Oh, good effort. Might nearly be shot actually. Last bowl. Peter, he's going to follow it down on his backhand. Again, they just need
Then I get some.
Heather playing backhand side. She's just going to try and draw to Peter's bowl. A little bit of weight on it. Oh, what a bowl. What a bowl. John just asking Peter to draw close. Happy to have second shot. A lot of shots up their sleeve, so they don't need to do anything silly. Yeah, they're just looking for the right way. Try not to touch it. That's okay. Probably open it up a little bit. John, try and dead draw this one. Backhand side. Yeah, beautiful weight. Just a little bit wide. I'll just drop that bowl a little bit. Still hold the one. Played it pretty well. Just slides past. Great. That's all right. It's all good.
We're back.
So Carol's just holding one. Probably just a little bit hesitant to reach too hard in case she... Yep. Yep. On the Barham. So the Barham 2 side, they've opened up a pretty big break on number 3.
Yep.
Couple ends to, or they might only have one end each left. Karen just playing a little bit shorter again. A little bit past.
So the game behind us is finished, by the looks of that.
Yep. Yeah. Haven't put the score up yet. That was a pretty good contest there. think it might have been a 3-shot. Might have been 4-shot. 4-shot difference on the second ring. 22-18 to Barham. As the gusty wind picks up.
They might be finishing at the right time.
I'll be able to tell Cheryl that the weight that I'm carrying stopped me being blown off the stool.
That's right, that's right. Preparing for winter.
For next year.
Yeah. And if you fall over, you need a bit of padding.
God, I don't want to fall over.
I fell over about 3 or 4 weeks ago because my ankle's got no pressure and it got new knee, so the ankle's got no pressure, and I just clipped the foot on the front of the wheel, bringing the wheelie bin out, and I was like a cat reaching for everything, trying to stop me from falling over. I didn't grab the bin and pull it on me, so that was alright, but it landed on my nice butt, which has got some good padding in it, and I was fine.
You need it.
Need it, definitely.
Yeah, I've just found over the last few years that your falls get a lot heavier.
Yep.
A lot harder.
I haven't been able to mow the lawn for a bit, so the lawn was nice and long, so that put a bit of cushion in as well.
Yeah. The short end, and they're trying to dead draw, and they've all pulled up that a little bit short. Although Tony, if he gets around that,
oh, look at that.
no, that's a good ball.
Come on, girls. I suppose the best thing about broadcasting this is that, you know, it is a good game, and that they've bowled so well.
Yeah.
And it just hasn't paid off today.
Well, I'd suggest to them if they do watch it back, don't take any notice of the scoreboard.
Exactly.
Because
it's been a good game.
Yeah.
Oh. Kick. But yeah, it's been a brilliant game.
Yeah. Like I said, when you were first setting up the cameras, they were all discussing, we don't want them to be filming what we're doing, but I reckon they've done a good job.
Oh, it's been brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just through.
Just.
Carol just asking Heather, she's just going to try and draw around. Forehand, I would imagine.
Go there.
Yep, definitely forehand. She's gone a little bit hard for that.
Bugger.
Just a little bit overweight. So I'm actually going to say too, Kendall, thanks very much for what you've done, for the bowls promotion, for Club Barham to allow you to do it.
They're pretty good here. They let me sort of do what I want.
Yep.
Open range.
Yep.
It's good.
Well, it's got to be, again, it's got to be good for everyone, so.
Just got to figure out a better way to pack things in the car.
Well, when you get the beast back,
oh, the beast.
It'll make all the difference, won't it?
I'll have to show you the photo of inside a truck over in Adelaide that I went to, which is what I want to build.
Set it up.
Yeah.
Have you set up so it's just automatically
so
there,
it's
ready to go.
automatically, you just got to pull the cables out,
Yep.
put the cameras up.
Yep.
You know, all the computers are just there. Nice controlled environment. So no dust and all that jazz. And
Carol just a little bit overweight too there. Obviously looking to just push the shot bowl through a little bit.
so this skip's good. Like he's very. Oh, look at that.
Through the
Done
hole.
it again. Done it again.
He's
He's having a brilliant day. Absolutely having a brilliant day today.
it's hard to say there. Heather just calling Carol to just see if she can just rock that. Or sit that one, and she's done it.
Yes.
There you go.
It's good, but the master's still to come.
Yeah, well, the way he's been bowling, it's...
Yeah, he's had a ripper of a day.
So this is one of those ends where, you know, the shot bowl is against him,
Yeah.
and they don't want to knock it in, but it's already shot, so he really hasn't got anything to lose. If he gets it right, he can just sit onto that shot bowl, and that it'll be backhand side for John.
He's had a ripper of a day.
And we'll just see if he can sit that blue bowl. No.
Oh.
There's your blocker.
Ha-ha. Thank goodness goes girls. Yeah.
Yeah, well done.
Well done.
Great effort.
But yeah, that was a really good game, that.
Yeah, well, we've said it 2 or 3 times. The score doesn't look good, but it's my suggestion to them would be don't worry about it.
Yeah. Just enjoy the bowling and get used to a bit of technology. Hopefully we can do a bit more on the Wednesdays.
Well, we can only get better.
Exactly. When my new camera dolly turns up next week, hopefully, and get it. You know, it's built purposely for the bowls. That's the only reason why I bought it.
Good work.
Been in the wish list for a while, but had no purpose.
Yeah, righto.
So.
Okay, very good.
Well, have a great day, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
And we'll
catch you next Wednesday.
Yep.
Same bat time, same bat
Bat channel.